All right, so I've been playing One World on Minecraft for a very long time. I'm about to hit 900 days, and it is a world that I'm pretty proud of. Obviously, I've been playing it for a while, and I figured I would just show it off, kind of show y'all what it is and what is popping. But this is it, man. This is the world, man. This is the world that I've been playing for 888 days. So, for a pretty long time. Um, this world is 100% complete survival. So, everything you see, with the exception, oh my gosh. Nonetheless, everything was done in survival, and I'm pretty proud of how far it's come and just everything that I've built so far. So this really isn't in any order, um, but I guess we can get started with this. This probably is pretty boring. It's just a little windmill design. I put a lightning rod up there, and unfortunately, it started to burn down some of it. When lightning would strike, it would start to burn. At least I think that's what happened. But there was a lightning rod up here, and yeah, so it kind of deconstructed itself, but you can't really tell from the outside. So I just never bothered to fix it. But yeah, this is just pretty just decorative. There's nothing in these chests, but yeah, just nice little little windmill design. And then this is just kind of a farm that doesn't really get used ever, but it's nice to have at least. Potatoes, carrots, and then wheat, obviously. But it's just a nice little source of food. You get a pretty good amount. And then, yeah, but it's kind of just for fun, mostly decorative, but also semi useful. And then this is a little tree house that serves absolutely no purpose. I just wanted to build a tree house, and this just kind of doesn't look really the greatest. I think I had a better idea in my head, but you know, it's just a treehouse. It doesn't really do much, um, but it's cool, I guess. Down here is just a little pool area. I should really do a better job at this. This is literally just a dug out hole, and I put water in it. Um, yeah, kind of ugly. I almost got rid of this whole entire thing and just put something else here entirely. But what that was going to be, I have no idea. So I kind of just left it and figured something else out with it. This railway system doesn't really go that far. It just goes to that sand village over there. And then there's just an easier access to like a jungle biome over that way. But other than that, there's really nothing else going on. But I did want to just build this nice little railway system. And then down here, this is an entire chunk, for the most part, dug out. So like you can see, this entire thing has been dug out. But I had to build in a little railway system going down. And then it's kind of hard to see, but there is a deep slate little bridge here. And that's kind of where the main mine is, in fact. I can just show you. You just go down this little spiral staircase, goes all the way down. This connects to the main building, my main base, which I'll show you in a second. But yeah, this is just kind of the main mine that I've been using for the most part. And yeah, I honestly, it's been so long since I played this, I don't know um, which direction I was actually. I think it was this direction that I was going last. But, um, but yeah, man. So this is just a little stupid little mine. But this is kind of the main one that I use to mine for resources and stuff. But let's just head back. That's really all there is down here. There is, I will say, that part of this, that railway system, has some cooler stuff. But I'll show you that when we get there. This is just a little campfire area, just something kind of cool, a little stove you can cook stuff on. Cool little spot, you know, sit around the campfire with the boys, tell some stories. This is a little kennel with all the dogs and all the cats. Got some bacon, Mordecai. It's right here. It's just quick access to another room down in the basement, which I'll show you in a second. And then this right here is a water elevator up to the very top. There's multiple ways to get up here, but that's like definitely the most efficient. There's the ladder, there's the stairs, and then up here, dude. Yeah, nice little lookout spot. And then I just labeled each direction what they are, so I know where I'm going. And I guess this is kind of a nice little overview of everything for the most part. There's honestly not a lot of stuff. You know, 800 days is a long time, but with how long it takes to get all the resources and just the grind of it all, and on top of that, like the building, how long it takes to actually build some of this stuff, it takes a long time. So there's really not a lot, but some of the stuff is pretty cool. But I just wanted to show it off. But let's take the fast route. The front door, man. This is the coolest part of the world, I think. This nice little walk-up area, nice little pond. These had axolotls in them. I didn't name them, and then I think they ended up just despawning, which is unfortunate. But hopefully you can hear that. It's a doorbell, if you couldn't tell. And this is the first floor, man. This is the main floor. This is the lobby, man. Nice little spot, man. The bedroom right here. And yeah, I got some just pretty useful stuff in here. Like this has like my elytra stuff, fireworks, you know, everything. A to-do list. Where is it? Here. Tree farm and sorting facility. I will get to that in a second. And this is just useful, rarer items. Turtle shell. Little trident, crossbow. Yeah, stuff that just I want to know where it is, so I just keep it in a specific spot. Armor stand. My boy Jack. And yeah, this just some couches, little conversation pit here. Extra shulker boxes in here, and then this is like all the wool stuff. So shulker boxes with the colored wool that's in there, and then just some extra stuff. And then down here, this is like the main hub area. This spot is pretty sick. I really like this spot. In fact, a little creeper design lit up with the lights. It's pretty sick. This is the main storage area that I use for pretty much the entire time. I step on this pressure plate, and then boom, crafting table pops up. It's pretty sick. And then, yeah, just all sorts of stuff. I took a lot of this stuff out because I made a new storage system. But this I really like this kind of setup. I had to make a new one just because I was running out of space here with all the furnaces on the walls, and then just chests. This is like a little back entrance, so this is kind of like the backyard of the house. But we'll get to this later. Step on the pressure plate again. The crafting table retracts. This is a trash compactor, so basically if I have... sure, we can get rid of the cactus. Basically, I just throw that stuff in there, and then it just gets destroyed. So yeah, just nice little trash compactor. The nether portal. I guess I'll just show you this real quick. There really isn't anything important, but it's got just this nice little nether hub. I labeled some signs just in the direction of where specific things are, but there's really nothing back here. This is pretty useless for the most part, but at least I have another portal in my house, and it's pretty sick. Moving on, we can go any of these three directions, and then I labeled them. So we have the doorbell room and the mine. Then we have the map room, extra storage, the bar, and the melon farm. Here's the library, the enchanting room, and the end. So this is the doorbell room, obviously. This is kind of just how it's set up. Probably you can hear it better here than upstairs. But and then this is basically... I'll just show you. But if we go down here... This is an XP farm. What? The creepers? I know. This was not... So this was found normally. Like, this is a legit spawner. However, I did change them to be creepers. And I added more. But this is just a good form of XP. This actually isn't even the one that I use primarily. But yeah, this is pretty sick. It just makes it easier to get gunpowder, honestly. And that's really the most use that it gets. But... Yeah, so that's just kind of the main use for this side. And then, oh, I guess I can show you. Down here, I was gonna build this entire thing out. So basically, if we go this way, there we go. I went all the way down there, and then I went all the way down there, and I was gonna dig out this entire thing, from left to right. But I didn't end up getting around to it. But maybe one day. So that's it for this area. Over here, the library, enchanting room, the end. Obviously, the library really doesn't have much going on. But if we go back here, Josh, what? Silk Touch. Drake. Oh my gosh, mending. Yeah, dude, let's freaking go. That was such a pain to get those boys in there, but it freaking worked out and we got it. So now I have unlimited mending, unlimited silk touch if I really need it. Down here's the enchanting room. Just something easy, something light, dude. Nothing crazy. And then some books, lapis lazuli. We got that bad boy. Up here's kind of like a study area, and then we got all these music discs. It's pretty sick, to say so myself. And then if we go here, this is a brewing area. I've never honestly used this. This is all these potions I've got, just from looting chests and dungeons and stuff. So this really doesn't get much use, but I kind of like the little design here. You see the exposed ores and this nice little pond area. The wall of lava really brightens it up. Yeah, just something kind of cool to just chill in. Then in here's the end. I know what you're thinking, dude, but listen, man. But this is the end portal. Obviously, I didn't put this in. This wasn't here legit. I put this in with creative. I will actually show you what's cooking in here, because this actually does get some good use. So this is the end. There really isn't anything over here except this. This is where I was defeating the Wither. This is like a pretty good spot. You just line up the soul sand and then put the heads right there. And then he kind of gets trapped in the bedrock, and then you just whack away, and you don't really take damage. So it's pretty sick. But if we go back here, this is like my main source of XP. So if we get in here, it is a Enderman farm. It's pretty useful as far as pearls go and XP, obviously. But yeah, they kind of just sit here, and then you just whack away. These are all hoppers under here so that all the drops could get funneled into here. I obviously have too much, but yeah, it's pretty sick, and it gets pretty decent XP. You know, you don't have to spend too much time there to get some decent levels. And then next we can go back down, and another cool area. So we got the map room, extra storage, the bar, and the melon farm. Extra storage, this really does not get any use. This was like my first attempt at creating extra storage, and I just didn't really like the way it turned out, so I kind of just abandoned it. It just has a lot of random crap in here, so it doesn't really get much use. And then back here, this is a random room. I saw this on Google or something. I was looking for build ideas. I didn't really know what to build, and I saw something like this, and really never got around to finishing it. I kind of just like design of the walls, but kind of just gave up on the interior after I put up the walls. But I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this room. I would probably stay like this forever. And then this is a little bar area. I did keep a villager back here, and I think he just got out, and then I just murdered him. But yeah, just stupid little design. And then before we go up, I'll show you this. This is the map room. This is so sick. Like, this is such a cool little build that it's so easy to do in your world, and it just makes it look like so much cooler, and it's really cool to just see the map area of like everything you've built so far. So yeah, there's all this stuff that I build that kind of like the map of the surrounding area is pretty sick. Portrait of a cow. Yeah, that's really all there is. Behind this painting though is a teleportation room, obviously not done in survival, but just in an effort to make it easier on getting different kinds of resources, I just put all these in so I can just teleport to them, and then I have space for other ones, but these are like the main ones. So we got snow, dark oak, froglight farm, terracotta. I can show you the froglight farm. It's a nice little farm, but basically how it's working, is all the frogs are in here, and then with this magma spawner, they get funneled into here, and then they get damaged by a block of snow. I mean, obviously it works, but I'm not sure. I think I just have to stand here. So boom, he falls. He's getting damaged by the snow block. He breaks down into little bits. Let's see if it'll. See if we can catch it. Yeah, you can see right there. It just went up. Simple little farm. It's pretty cool. I definitely got some good use out of it with some other builds. But now we can go ahead and just fly back. And just like that, we're back. Let's just head back to the house real quick before we move on. Take a little rest, and then we'll show what else we got going on. All right, so for the most part, that's pretty much it for the main house. There's really not much else. Actually, I guess I can show this. This is actually pretty cool. This is a little museum. This right here is just the setup that I used to defeat the Ender Dragon the first time, and then there's the egg right there, and then just some different armors that I have. You can actually get these heads legitly, which obviously I did, but I'm not really going to go into detail about that. It's pretty easy to do. But that's just a nice little back room. Down here is just a random farm. We have carrots, beetroots, potatoes, and then wheat. And basically, I just flip this lever, and then it goes back here. It flips these pistons up, and then there's water behind this, and then it just takes them all out. Then they funnel into these hoppers into here, and then that's pretty much it. And then this is just a maintenance entrance. Doesn't really get used, but it's cool to have. Back here, though, this is just a little entrance to the melon farm and the pumpkin farm. Obviously, this is manual. I would like to make this automatic, or at least put some pistons in it, maybe. But yeah, it gets some use. It's just another farm. But if we head back out, we can go over here. This right here is an automatic sugarcane farm. It's efficient enough to where I really don't need it. It has a little flaw in it, basically. So basically, with what's growing right now, it's just these two that are high. If one of these grows up, it's going to activate the piston for all of them. So even if there's nothing here, right? Let's just say this is the only one that grows. It's still going to activate every piston, even though there's nothing else growing. So it's efficient where it's automatic, but the pistons aren't activating individually, which really isn't that big of a deal because I don't really need all this sugarcane, but at least I have it. You know, it's an automatic sugarcane farm. It works, and it's not bad. And then this is a little pumpkin design I did for Halloween one year. Just something kind of festive that I wanted to do. But yeah, it's pretty sick. And then here is an automatic iron farm. I had one that worked really, really well, but it was in the air and it looked really ugly, so I took it down and then never rebuilt one. And then by the time I was like, shoot, I'm really low on iron, I kind of just did the first one I saw. This one, it looks okay, but this is how it's supposed to work. The iron golems are supposed to spawn in the water, but sometimes they don't, and they kind of just roam around unless I force them into there. It gets a decent amount, so it's helpful, but it's not really the most efficient, but it gets the job done. Over here is a Christmas tree, another festive little thing. This serves no purpose. Same with the penguin. It's just something kind of festive. Right here's the American flag. Gotta have it. Gotta represent. This right here is a little stable area. We've got Aladdin right here. I only have 3 horses, but you know, and a donkey. I was gonna put more in, but honestly, I'd never really ride these guys anyway. Then up here is just some storage. Automatic chicken egg farm. It's completely backed up. This right here is an automatic honey farm. This was pretty helpful. This is actually probably the most useful farm that I've had in the world, and it's a cactus farm. There's a lot of green wool down there in the main base, but this is a pretty sizable farm. This is like the most efficient cactus farm you could have. This is the collection point right here, and then I literally have chest on chest on chest of just cactus. So it's really helpful. The wool farm, I guess you can say. I really don't use this all that often. I use this for food. Unfortunately, I killed. I killed everybody except one by mistake. And then there's pigs here, and then we have got chickens and some mushrooms. This is just like an observation tower. Get up top, another map of the surrounding area, and then different directions here. And yeah, it's just a cool little. There's probably a better view of the entire map, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. We can go over there. It's something I did for Halloween, I think the first year. This is supposed to be like a little witch's tower. This serves no purpose other than looks. And then up here we've got a trapped creeper. His name is Pablo. I think this was when Pablo Escobar broke out or something. I had to spawn him in creative. It was way too hard to get an actual one in, and I was just tired of getting blown up. And then over here, this is like an unfinished project. This is the new storage system, and it's just too much, honestly. It works great when you're trying to sort stuff, but like as far as getting stuff, it's kind of annoying. So like, if I grab some of these logs, put them in here, there's a hopper. It ejects them into this water, so you can see them, and then it goes in, and boom. And then this is the under area, basically down here, not really much. This is going to be a mine system that I still have to finish. I kind of hit the ravine, and I was like, I wanted to build a cool little system, minecart system. And then, yeah, kind of just like this underground sewer design sort of thing, and then little entrance to a cave here. And honestly, I think that is kind of it. Oh yeah, I guess the Olympic sign there. I don't know what I'm gonna put over here. So if you have any ideas, let a brother know. Oh, there's actually some more stuff. Over here's like a little fishing spot and boat area. Little fountain. It's pretty sick. A bamboo farm here. This part though, this is probably one of my favorite parts of the entire world. It's this little this little spot, dude. This place is so sick. I completely made this myself, but yeah, I really like this little greenery area with like all the particles flying around. And then over here is a turtle farm. It's pretty sick. Little axolotl. There's another one. But yeah, there he is. He's stuck. But yeah, this is a cool little spot. Little turtle breeding farm. Yeah, I really like this area. I completely designed this by myself. This wasn't like based on anything. This was just pure imagination, and I really, really like the way this turned out, so I'm pretty happy with it. Other than that, I literally think that's it, except for one more thing, and it's one of the newer builds that I did, and it took a very, very long time. This is it. This is a little entrance to a little museum area. Man, getting the quartz for this was such a pain, but so worth it. I think it turned out great. This is not my design. I completely copied this from another YouTuber's world, but I really liked the way it turned out. But yeah, just, this first entrance, you get the wither skull, you get some eggs, some paintings, something light, dude. And then here you got some more paintings and some armor stuff. Just some cool stuff. It looks so cool, man. I really like the way this turned out. More paintings. I really like this design. I think this looks cool. It's kind of like space. But yeah, just kind of a cool little museum. Art museum. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I really like it. And then in here, just some more cool stuff. This is supposed to be like ancient artifacts that were dug up. And then the design here, I went with this because as I was digging out, I broke out of the hill itself. Like, oh, this is an ancient room that was discovered, and then we found it. It was discovered because it was the hill was starting to erode, and then we found it like that. And then we kind of like, so that's kind of the idea here. It looked better in my head, but I guess it didn't kind of work out. But I don't know. I think it still looks fine. And then even like down here, you can totally tell that I had to build this man-made because it was poking out. And then even a little bit over here too, this little patch here. But literally, other than that, that is pretty much the entire world. Like I said, this isn't 100% survival. There's a couple things that I had putting to just make my life easier with creative. 99% of this world is completely survival. So I'm happy with this world. This is my forever world, man. This is a world that I'm hopefully never gonna lose. Yeah, man. This is it. This is it, man. This the world. So yeah, man, happy with it. Don't know what, I don't know what else I'm gonna build. I could finish that, just make the exterior. Maybe put something here. Maybe like build like another house here and kind of move into that area. But this is it, man. This is the world, man. I really like it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it too, man. Anyway, that's it, man. That's the world. That's the 900 day. That's the 891 day world, man. So let me know what you guys think, and peace out.